Edward with AB Friendly Company. Welcome to the Underground Meadery. So we're going to do a really fast one here because it takes a little bit of control and you got to keep your eye on the prize. We're doing an orange brochette apple. And what we're doing is we're doing an orange chocolate with a brochette honey with apple juice. So what I've got here is a half-gallon fermentation device, and I dumped in 1.5 pounds, or 2.5 pounds of honey in this pot, and I got it boiling. And it's been boiling now for about 24 minutes to 30 minutes. And it's just starting to settle down enough to where it's not going to overflow again. You got to kind of really watch when you brochette honey a lot, because it'll boil up and over. So I've been playing with this for about 20 minutes, and I've got it to where it's kind of calm and settled down. So I've got my half-gallon fermentation device. I'm using sweet orange peel. I'm using 2 tablespoons of sweet orange peel. I poured it in a little cup here. And I've got a 1/2 cup of chocolate that I've got ground down. Use a grinder, get some chocolate, grind it down. So I got it into a powdered chocolate and my apple juice. And I brochetted the honey. So I boiled this honey, right? So I'm going to put the boiled honey in here. Now remember, this changes the color and the taste to more of a candy taste. It's great on pancakes. So I've got the honey that I brocheted and I put in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my orange and my chocolate to it. The reason we can't really get everything going is because, boy, you got to really tend the brochette. As it's going to boil, it's going to foam. You should always use a pan that's twice the size of the honey you use. So if you use 2 pounds of honey, this is something you have to tend a lot. You should have a big saucepan to really, because it's going to go. It's going to boil up high and it's going to boil on out. But you can see how much darker the honey is when you brochette it like that. It's more of a liquid. So I'm going to add my orange peel. This right here is Brewer's Best fruit flavoring, and it's sweet orange peel. And I got this for $2.25, and it's roughly an ounce. And I'm just using 2 tablespoons of the orange peel. And then I took and ground down a Hershey chocolate bar. And you just grind down a Hershey chocolate bar till you get about 2 cups. And we'll pour that in there. So I don't have a dry funnel. Probably got a 1/4 cup on the ground. Alright. So I've got the orange peel and the chocolate in. Right, so now I'm going to put the apple juice in and we'll clean up the jug. What we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. Like that. I'm going to stick a cork in. There you go. There's a good mix of getting it all together. All right. And I will take off my recipe here real quick because I am going to clean this jar off real quick. That time it went in really good. Right on. We'll just go ahead and make sure the chocolate and everything is mixed in with the honey. Now, the color of this is extremely dark. When this all settles, there'll be all the darkness on the bottom. It's not going to be this dark. Unlike when you saw us do the braggot, we tanned the liquid. We actually made the liquid a darker liquid by tanning it. This is not going to do that. This is just going to give the taste and the smell of chocolate. With the orange, and it should have a little orange in the background to offset it and hint it, but we're not going to have this dark chocolate looking like a stout beer. This is all going to settle out when it's all done on fermentation. So I wanted to share that with you. So basically what we did is we boiled for 24 minutes 2.5 pounds of honey. We added it to the jar. We then added 2 tablespoons of the orange peel from the brewer's orange peel, a 1/2 cup of chocolate, and apple juice to it, and that's basically all we've got. What I'm drinking right here is an apple cider that it's the honey and apple juice only, and you can see it's got like a golden tint to it, and that's because of the apple juice. Or it would still be the white kind of color if we didn't add the apple juice, because the apple juice will have a tanning agent in the back, but it's not going to look anything like this. The braggots will be darker than this. See, and I love a good, I told you March is an apple month. I love apple juice. I love using it with honey. It brings out so much flavors together. Apples and bananas, apples and kiwis, apples and oranges, apples and strawberries. And there's not too much you can't mix with apples. We've done chocolates now. You've seen us do grains and braggots. We've even did the Dum Dum Sucker. So I mean, there's the March. We've turned out a few different ones using apple juice. And I haven't used a juicer. I have one. But my apple trees are not producing like they did, so I'd have to buy apples. So if I'm going to buy apples, I usually just buy the apple juice, and it saves me time on juicing and more to clean up. So that's something else to think about. If you want to go more organic and use your raw honey from your hives and your apples from your orchard, I would say go for it. That's probably going to be your best mix of coming everything off your farm. So that we've got this all mixed up. Pull that out. Let's go ahead and pour some of this in our gravity reader. Now, that's a little bit thicker because of the cocoa that we used, right? And this is reading 1.1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, 2. So this is 1.250. 1.250. So this is pretty high on it. See, I put my thing right here. Put my pen. 1.250. Let's just see if we can add yeast to it or not. I'm going to doubt it highly. Yeah, this is reading 98. Right, so the boiled honey and stuff, it still doesn't matter. You're still going to have to probably let this sit or cold crash it and chill it to get it going. That's something to think about is your temperatures. So this would be when you have to stick in the refrigerator, let it sit for 24 hours to let it acclimate to the temperatures around the house. Let's pour this back in and we'll give her a little taste. Now the orange will not pop out until fermentation is done because it has to rehydrate the oranges and get things going that way. Just enough for a little taster. Oh yeah, very, very sweet because we caramelized the honey. So that's going to turn out really good when it eats all the sugar up. Very sweet right now. So I think when it blends it all out, but I could, huge hints of chocolate. I'm hoping that the end taste, the finishing taste, will have an orange kind of like burst to the end by doing the orange at the end. Give this one a try. Tell me what you think. I think this is going to be a good one. This will be another one that will set over here to the side. We're about ready to drop yeast in our other one after it's been sitting for 24 hours now. And we'll get that one going. But this will be an apple chocolate with a little taste of orange, hopefully in the back hinting of it. Hey, thanks for joining us here at the Underground Meadery. Remember, we're going to have some classes coming up here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, April 22nd, and one in Callahan, Colorado, coming up in May. It's going to be May 6th. We're going to do a whole beekeeping course down there in Callahan, Colorado. It's a 2-day event. You should get tickets for that. You can find that on our Facebook site under events, under AB Friendly Company Incorporated, and see some of the events that we have. So we have one coming up in the 15th in Lakewood, Colorado for mead brewing. You're going to see us do our medical mead. We've got one coming up the 22nd here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We're going to see a variety of meads, and you're going to see us film for our YouTube channel. You'll be a part of that. And then in May, we're going to be looking at May 6th that you're going to see us do a beekeeping course down in Callahan, Colorado. Introduction to beekeeping, hive setups, introduce a package of bees, how to do an inspection. Pretty big course. Of course, we'll be drinking some mead there, drinking some wine. Hey, subscribe, send it to your friends, let them know you drink mead. Good legs.